by the people. Now the situation to the employees are very happy. They are enjoying the rights. So what are the reasons for getting more and more respect, of getting more and more comfort? It is just because of the trade union, right? When there is a group to support you, you will get what you want. When you do not have a association, you cannot get it. If students join together and start a students' federation, a students' association, you can send a representative to talk with the principal regarding what are the problem you have. At the same time, individually, if you go and ask, that will not be valued. This is also similar in the case of trade union. Any injustice done to an employee, if he goes and asks individually, that will not be listened to. At the same time, if he forms a trade union and send a representative, he can get what he wants. So now we will share the slides regarding the trade union. All are related to workers. What are the problems they are undergoing? What are the diseases they are getting? They are called as occupational hazards. Just by rolling down the slides, you will know, at least listen to the employees. The employees working and in the say mines, what are the problems? What are the welfare fund, the labor welfare, this and all related to labor. If I start teaching all these things, okay. This yes. I will. Yes. I take the relevant that is to be taught to you. Okay. Now I am going to speak about the trade union. And now I'm searching for the trade union. It will come shortly.
देख लो लगान जो को लगेगा लगान जो को देख लो लगान जो को ठीक
Trying to switch off the mobile phone, ma'am.
Hello.
Whoever, madam, ask them to switch off the mobile, ma'am. Hello.
Students,
hello,
please switch off and just on your videos, all of you.
Somebody else who are
mobile only.
Call.
Just at least put your volume on mute. Put it on mute.
How bold, huh? To attend the call in the conference. Idiot. So kindly bear with me for shouting at you. This objectives will be achieved in case of it wins the election. So every organization, every party which is formed with the motive, with the purpose or with the objectives. In such cases, trade unions is formed by the employees or workers. What for they have organized the trade union to achieve certain objectives. What are those objectives? These objectives can be written
by you without saying the monitor, because it is a trade union, it is helping the workers. So what are the objectives should be that you can understand very well without reading also. But going through the text is always good, because uh, when you go to the examinations, one particular question appears, you can start writing very easily. There will be a good flow because you have read once. So without studying also, you can answer the question. That's what many of you doing. There are students go to examination without revising even. Person to improve his economic conditions, to improve his standard of living. If employers are giving very less wages, workers will be finding it very, very difficult to lead a happy and peaceful life. So trade union is one that helps the employee to increase the wages. So that is the very first objective. The second is better working condition. Better working condition is it is a place where the employees are working. In such a place, there are many different situations arises, many different unsafe conditions prevail. So employees should be equipped with uh, what is it, equipments, that is safety equipment should be given, and there should be good lighting facilities, there should be good flooring, there should be good equipments. All these are coming under conditions. What condition? Working environment or working conditions. But we people know only working conditions, only the place where the comfort, physical comfort only we take into account. But very few know under working conditions, even treatment to the employees, respect to the employees, all these are also coming under that. The relationship, good relationship between the superior and the worker also coming under working conditions. If all these working conditions are good, he can work peacefully. His productivity will be more. But many of the organizations, the working condition is not as expected by the employees. So this has become an objective of the organization. It works for, it fight for the getting the better working condition. This is the second objective. Third one, protection against victimization. You must understand what is victimization. Here, the employees, trade unions are for supporting the workers. Any injustice is taking place, they will be helping the employees. Suppose an employee is dismissed for reason, all the employees, all the trade unions join together and wage a war like a strike demands to make them to reinstate the employees. So, like manner, suppose the wages are not revised, the wages are given very less, the trade unions start negotiating to improve the wages, but the organizations are not heeding, then they will go for a strike. This strike is engineered by a few employees. All other employees are followers. Few employees engineer the training. So these 5 employees or the trade union members are what to say, they're identified. They are the reason for the strike. Then what the strike demand, the demand will be fulfilled. We'll let the 2-3 months pass by peacefully. Then people forget all about it. The organization remember very well the 5 who were the reason for the strike will be chucked off from the organization for some fake reasons. Such a people are called as victimized or victimization. Victimizing the people who are the reason for the strike. They feel if this sort of people are weed out, in the future the strike will be stopped. That is the knowledge, that is the perception of the organizations. So they are entering into this sort of weeding out process called victimizing the employees who were the reason for the strike. In such cases, the trade union will be very, very alert for not taking place this victimization. Suppose they start entering victimization, all the trade union, again they will raise the voice and go for strike and they make them reinstated. Right? So this is a very important objective because people, the employees who are going against the organization without fear for the sake of employees are chucked out. All others and trade unions should not stand, should not just see without doing nothing. They have joined together and make these victimized people to reinstate. Right? These are the objectives. And fourth objective is self-confidence. Self-confidence, when I say, I have to tell the employees do not have a confidence in them. First of all, we have to infuse confidence among the employees. What confidence you can ask? That we are not an ordinary people. We are powerful enough. We are useful to the society. No way we are second to others. No way we are in others. Employees are laborers. They are not what to say, invalid, not valuable, or a mean person. They also enjoying equal rights like any other citizen. So they should not get afraid of the employees. They must be ready to fight to get rights, get the wages, get the benefits. That way they have to improve their confidence level. Right? Who will be infusing this confidence to the employees? They are nothing but trade union people, trade union leaders. They very often conduct meetings and educate the employees that you are not an ordinary people. You can enjoy the rights which are provided to you. When the rights are denied, you have every right to raise your voice and fight against and strike the work and get the rights. That's such a way they are giving infurious speeches to the employees so that the employees can understand and they feel that we are not deprived. We have to work and get the rights. This is not only given to the employees by way of meetings, also by way of notice, what to say, others, trade unions are running journals. Through journals, the self-confidence is imbued to the employees. This also one of the objectives of the trade union. Next is labor welfare. Labor welfare is one of the major areas of HRM, human resource management. There are a number of disciplines are there. One region about industrial relations, other discipline talk about labor welfare, the other discipline talk about labor law. Like that, many different areas are there. So among these areas, the labor welfare is coming under the objective of the trade union. What are the welfare facilities are required to the employees? If you close your eyes and think, you can. There are a number of points flow into our mind that say canteen facilities, subsidized ration items, or otherwise subsidized canteen items, good drinking water, then library facilities, plus what we can say that uniform, even schools, colleges also free of cost for the children of employees, hospital facilities, many different facilities employees can be given by the management. All these are coming under labor welfare. So this labor welfare to be achieved with the help of trade union. A single employee go over there and ask, we need quarters facilities, we need subsidized canteen prices. It will not be heard. So, but at the same time, a trade union leader needs a top level management and discussing with them. Our employees need quarters facilities. Our employees need a subsidized canteen food. If he asks, the respect is different. Definitely that will be sent. In case the demands are not met, it is not a demand of one man, but it's a demand of thousands of employees behind the trade union. The employers know very well that if they doesn't heed the voice the request of the trade union leader, that will turn to very big strike. Understanding the fact that they will sit and talk and give what the employees need. So labor welfare is an important area among the labor. This labor welfare is achieved by the trade unions. This is the one of the objectives of the trade union. So just labor welfare, this the objective of trade union is not enough. Behind labor welfare, you should know what are the labor welfares are there to attain it, to get it. Which is the media? The trade union is the media. Only with the help of trade union, media of trade union, they get from the management. So understand the importance of the labor, the trade union. Right. The same question can be asked in many ways. You explain the importance of trade union, how trade unions are helping the organizations. Explain labor welfare and the trade union. Whatever the form they ask the question, you should know to link it. What are welfare, labor welfare, how it is achieved by the employees through the trade union. A trade union function like a bridge. Right. There are many different points you should know that. Just knowing two-line answer from every point is insufficient. Then coming to next objective is industrial peace. Peace is very, very important for any individual or even organization. If a family is peaceful, that family can do a lot. There the children settle, father can does the work without problem. The mother can run the family without any disturbances. Right. So a peaceful family is a good family. A peaceful family is a progressive family where children definitely study well. Suppose there is no peace in the family, how the children can concentrate in studies? Some of you may have problem in the family. It will disturb them. It will occupy the mind. It will not allow you to listen. Though you concentrate not for listening, but this disturbances, this stress will not allow you to concentrate anything. I know personally, some of the students are undergoing these things. For them, what I tell you, completely forget, have good food, forget what happened at home, concentrate in studies. Of course, it is difficulty. Even then, if we keep trying, definitely we can achieve what we want. So in the beginning, we will be failing, but later we will be achieving it. So in the case of industry, if there is no peace, the activities taking place in the organization will fail. What activities? The employees should work very hard to show more and more production. Suppose he is disturbed, he doesn't have a peace. This peacelessness happens from family, from his health, or from the organization itself. The organization is paying very less. The organization is very much against him, or it is not providing the leave he wants, or whenever he comes late, it is taking, it is giving punishment severely, or the superiors treating him badly, shouting at him, unreasonable. These are all the things that will develop a kind of peacelessness, a kind of disturbances. So with this disturbances, if he works in the organization, he cannot show any production. This will join together for among all the employees, that will burst like a strike. So the trade union should involve in the field of industrial peace. Then it must try to solve the problems arising between the employees and employer, and solving the problem amicably. This task is done by the trade union. So we can call one of the objectives of trade union is industrial peace. And very particularly, the trade union people should not be stubborn, should not be rigid. They should be flexible. If they are strict to, I want 2 months salary as my bonus, if you don't give, we'll go on strike. They have to think about the industry. They have to think the employer. What problem they face it. Why they say 2 months bonus is not possible for us. We take 1.5 months your salary as a bonus. Why do they say? They have to listen to them. If it is reasonable, what is wrong in accepting by losing 15 days salary? They have right reason for reducing the bonus of 2 months salary into 1.5 month. If the trade unions are flexible, the problems get solved across the table. Instead, no, you have to go all the 2 months salary, otherwise you go on strike. That way, if they are rigid, what happens? It will end in strike. If the strike continues for months and months, what happens? Who will suffer? It is the employee they have to suffer. They cannot get the salary all the months. Then how they can feed the family? How the children will go to the schools? How they can have food 3 times? So one should not be very rigid. The same employer also should look into the problems of employees. How much profit they are getting it. What wrong to give a certain percentage of profit to the employees? No, I give only 1% of profit to them and 99% I will take it. This is injustice. So what I tell you, the employers should respect, should have concern over the employees. At the same time, the employees also have concern over the employers. The two parties are flexible, understanding each other. Definitely, there will be no strike, no band, no hardal, no lockouts. The industry will go on smoothly, for which trade unions should take important role to solve all the problems across the table instead of taking the strike as a tool to solve the problem. So I understand that trade union subject to is getting industrial peace. Next is about collective bargaining. What is collective bargaining? Here, under every objectives is a chapter. Now, collective bargaining itself is a chapter. This is nothing but solving problems in the four walls of the organization. The n number of problems arise in the industry. No day passes without problem among employees, between employee and manager, between employee and supervisor, or my due promotion is not given, or the leave is not sanctioned. Any type of problems comes in. If you go to elementary school, the teacher cannot bear listening to complaints of the students. Is that fellow pinched me, that fellow beat me, he has taken my pencil, he has taken my bag, he shouted at me, this, that, many different problems, complaints. In the same way, industry too, thousands of problems keep coming. So all these problems will not be allowed to grow. If allowed to grow, that will become a banyan tree. That will cause a strike also. So whatever the problem, we have to solve within the four walls. We shouldn't allow the to go to the labor court and jurisprudence. All these things, if you go out of the court, it will be expense to the both parties. So at the maximum, whatever the problem is related about the wages, you come, sit, let us, the employer will send the representative. You send the representative of the trade union. Let us sit together and decide what this wage, what more wages you want it. Is it possible to me or not? That way they have to discuss and decide. In the case of bonus problem, okay, let us call the representative of employees. They are nothing but trade union leaders. And these people sit and discuss what is the exact bonus for this year. Through the bargaining, we will arrive at a point. Okay, this is 1.5 month salary is the bonus. For example, decided both should sign it. There the collective bargaining is ended. It is not leading to any strike or band or hatta or lockout. How fully the problem is solved through collective bargaining. So collective bargaining is a forum where all the problems between employee and employer is set across the table. This is what is called as collective bargaining. But faith, the employer should have in collective bargaining. Collective bargaining is a forum. This really helps us to resolve the issues. The employer will give trust. Employees, trade union people who are going to talk with the management as representative of employees should believe trade. This is collective bargaining is a good forum. It can solve. both have faith and trust in collective bargaining. Sit and be flexible. If they are any one of them so rigid, but this only amount, I will not do more than that. In that way, very strict and rigid and stubborn, the collective bargaining cannot work. So they should have faith in collective, be successful. This will be successful for to solve the issues arise between employee and employer. Okay, this is also one of the objectives of collective bargaining. The interest of it. When you read this, it is safeguarding the interest of the state. When you read other, just a word is enough to understand the content. Very well. Or when you're working for better working conditions. Even the hints itself becoming answer. But in the case of safeguarding the interest of the trade, when we reproduce the same sentence, there should be an understanding. Yes, what we are writing is correct. If you know exact meaning of the subtitle, when you reproduce the same, you will have a satisfaction that you have written the right thing. But in the last point, you should know what is the underlying fact in it. Safeguarding. It is nothing but protecting the interest of the trade. Here you cannot split the word interest of the trade. Safeguarding, then interest of the trade. Instead of trade, you put a word business or organization. Here, the organization should grow. The organization should have profits. The organization should not be locked down. Lockout. Lockdown is a very common word, repeatedly used these days. So instead of lockout, I used lockdown. Bear with me. So that common industry for employees and employer. When the industry is good, the employee and employer will be good. In the college, our position will be disturbed. The same way, you are going to an organization, working and getting salary for every month. The employers utilizing your labor and getting production and profit out of that. So when industry stands, undisturbed, secured, and good performance going on, so long the two parties, that is employer and employee, will benefited. So it is not the employer alone taking interest of the business, interest of the trade. The employees, the trade union also have equal rights to safeguard the interest of the trade, because the business which is not giving the profit to the employers alone, which is giving the wages to the employees. So the business should be taken care of by both the parties, that is employer as well as employees. This, when I say employees, that the trade union, benefit is which is so protect and safeguard. Okay. You understand how objective union, right? When you read with meaning, you will not forget. Even after BA, if the question is asked, though you cannot tell all the points, a few points you can remember. So when you do certain thing, put all your sense oriented to that thing. Your concentration should not be split. Learn what exactly to put there. Then you can reproduce anytime, in any place too. So remember, what are the objectives of trade union? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 objectives are there. Write it when asked. There are various types of trade unions are there. These are all big trade unions in India. AITC, INTC, Union of Congress. These are the Indian National Trade Union of Congress. This is Communist Party, and this is Bharat Manzoor Sangh, Hindu Mazdoor Sangh. These are all the big trade unions in India. Now, the trade union functions are classified into 3 categories. If union functions within the organization is intramural. Within the organization, that is canteen facilities, sports facilities, wages, these are all coming under intra. Extramural activities, that's outside the organization. What are the ways the trade union can help the employees? What is there to help us outside the organization? Can you remember? If it is a virtual class, I will be asking, can you imagine any help that a trade union can extend to the employees? Can anybody say? Is it audible to you? What sort of help a trade union? Because trade union has a lot of functions. They have to arrange meeting, they have to print pamphlets and journals, and the many different works they have to do for which they are in need of money. So for which employees are giving subscription. My question is, how trade union is helping the employees outside the organization?
That one.
Hope you understand the question.
So if any function is not about the trade function but any personal function, so if the fund is needed, they'll help in the fund way, or they'll be helping a member by giving institutional benefits outside the organization. So they'll give benefits like what they should do. They can give activity morale, all that stuff.
Oh, okay. You didn't understand my question, I think. You are telling how the employees, that is members, help the trade union, you are telling. How the trade union help the employees outside the organization. How the trade union help its members outside the organization. Can you understand the question? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tell me. Hello? Hello, I'm online class now. I will find you later. Yes? Got the question? Hello? Audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you find it difficult, I'll tell you. It is really difficult for you to understand. If I ask openly, what are the helps are extended to extended to employees? Now, very well you can say all these things: wages, self-working conditions, all these things, uniform, all these things. You say outside the organization. Suppose there is a strike extending more than a month, and the employees are in need of money. Employees, that is members, trade union members are in need of money. This trade union will help them financially. The financial help will be given by the trade union to the employees or its members. One. Like manner, the trade union can conduct sports and games to the employees' sons and daughters to develop sport activities. Some of the trade unions are giving award for the achievers of trade union sons and daughters. Those who have got very good mark in +2, 10th standard, trade unions are giving. By that way, it is encouraging them to improve their education, improve their extramural activities, sports, and like that. Even I heard that in case of any death in the employee's family, the trade union taking care of certain expenses. These are all works or the help extended by the trade union, this is done through the trade union. Because the trade union has given a pressure to the political parties, these political parties discussed in the parliament and framed the laws. That laws are helping the employees. So hope you understand. There are three classification of functions. Intramural, that is within the organization, the trade union is helping. Extramural, outside the organization, the unions are helping the employees. Then political activities, there is nothing but legislating laws in support of employees. Here, another important question that is likely to come in the examination is weakness of the trade union, or the otherwise obstacle to the development of trade union. If the trade unions are strong with integrity, they can fight with the management and get what the rights of employees, what the demands of employees. Suppose the trade union is not functioning properly, it is very weak because of the various reasons. It is of no use of there is a trade union. When it doesn't function, what is the use of its existence? Now my question is, why trade union become weak? There are many points are listed down. Only one point I tell you: money. Without money, nothing functions. To run the union, capital fund is very, very important. From where they get the fund? With the state government, central governments are giving fund to run the trade union, or the industry itself giving a fund to trade union. Trade unions mostly act against the employer and its organization. And how do they expect a fund from the organization to run the trade union? Then how the trade union can be functioned, from where the fund can be got? One of you told earlier, let me listen once again. Tell me. Student, in this class, we have been discussing what is trade union, what are the objectives of trade union, what are the various classification of the functions of trade union, intramural, extramural, and political. After that, we will be studying about the two important questions, very, very important questions, most likely to come in the examination. I underline mostly, what to say, come in the examination. Suppose there is a test, right? I'm not allowing you to ask what are the important questions. When teaching, the teacher gives stress to certain questions that really you are clever, you have to understand. When I say 1,000 times, this is a very important question, like the examination. When I prepare the question paper, do you think I will just leave this question paper and ask some other question? Psychology. Understand the psychology of the people. You are talking with your friend for long. You understand what he will do, what he thinks. So now you have come into contact with me. I am talking to you for the last 30 minutes or 40 minutes continuously. The whole year I will be talking for many more hours or many more days. You understand my mind. You study my mind very well. If there is a question, this are a certain question, definitely this will be the question back. That way you understand if you are clever enough. Right? So be clever. You can solve the problem very, very, very easily. Right? So in the next class, we will be going in detail about what are the weaknesses of the trade union, and also we will be I will be briefing you what are the suggestions we can produce for the strengthening of the trade union. Right. So with this, I close this class. We'll meet you